So in this problem, we have a imaginary insurance company, and they're selling this 40-year-old woman, the customer, a life insurance policy. A little primer on how a life insurance policy works. The customer will pay the company this premium, so our insurance company will receive $350 from the customer, and if the customer dies within the next year, then the company has to pay out $100,000 to the customer's beneficiaries. If the customer does not die, then the company doesn't have to pay out anything. All right, so part A asks us to write the probability distribution of our random variable x, and our random variable x is the company's profit in the next year on this policy. So I'm going to add another column to my distribution here, just to help me out here. And then my last column will be, of course, the probability that x will take that value. So here we go. So my two outcomes, either the customer lives, in which case, remember that profit is equal to revenue minus cost. So the company will always receive $350 from the customer. That's their revenue. If the customer lives, then the company doesn't have to pay out anything. So the cost to the company is 0. So hence, the company's profit is $350. If the customer dies, then the company will still receive the premium, but now they have to pay out $100,000. So their profit will actually be a loss. So they'll lose $99,650. Let's now fill in the probabilities. The problem told us that the probability that this customer will die is 0.002. So therefore, probability that the customer lives is 0.998. Okay, so now we can move to part B. We've done our probability distribution. So now we'll do the first part of problem B, which is finding the mean. Remember that for a random variable, the mean is simply the expected value of that random variable. We'll denote it with a mu. And our formula for the expected value is the sum over all the possible outcomes of the value that x takes in that outcome times the probability. So for us, we'll plug in using our table, our probability distribution from part A. So that'll be 350 times 0.998 plus negative 99,650 times 0.02. If you plug that all into your calculator, that will equal $150. So that means that, we'll interpret this. This means that the expected profit for the company on this policy next year is $150. Nice. Okay, now for the second part. The second part asks us to find the standard deviation of our random variable. Well, first I'm going to find the variance because we have a handy formula for that. The variance of a random variable is the sum over all possible outcomes of x squared times the probability of the outcome minus the mean of that random variable squared. Now remember, we calculated the mean in part B just now, and we found that the mean is $150. Next, we just plug in the first part. So this first part equals, let's see, 350 squared times 0.998 plus 99,650 squared. I'm dropping the negative there because I know that when I square a negative number, it'll be positive anyways. Times 0.002 minus the mean squared, so minus 150 squared. This is a whole big long number. If you plug that in your calculator, you should get 19,960,000. Oh, 960 million. Let me make sure that's correct. So I got 4 zeros there. 1996. Oops, sorry. 1,996. Nope, that's not right. Yeah, $19,960,000. Oh, that's a big number. All right, lastly, I want to find the standard deviation. The standard deviation, remember, is just the square root of the variance. So I'll plug that into my calculator, take the square root, and I should get that the standard deviation is approximately $4,467.66. There we go. That is our final answer.